Hey there folks, I'm Serious JG. Welcome back to Fallout 3 Dead Money DLC. So we were heading past some bear traps we disarmed. This thing kind of looked like it was important. Oh, it's just a vending machine. Actually, we've seen plenty of those, so. Being said, there's not a whole lot you can do with these things other than buy stuff. Rifle rounds, magnum rounds. It's mostly a bunch of food, which kind of sucks. Return cigarette carton. I don't know what this means. I think this means we get to... Well, maybe we should save our game and find out what this means. I mean, is this... I know that the very beginning of this DLC, we went into a bunker. That bunker will continue to be available to us after we finish the DLC. And there was a machine there. So does this mean that I'll be able to... Is this a way for me to move... Oh, I'm selling stuff. The return items... I gotcha. The return items, you get chips for them. Is that right? How many chips have I got right now? I have 624 chips. So if I go to return cigarette pack, I should go from 624 to 629. Gotcha. Okay. Got it now. I thought this had something to do with smuggling saleable goods out of this DLC only area. Okay, so now we know that casual wear, and I know we passed some on the way. Don't really know how much you get for them, but these are things we can sell. We find clothing, pre-war type clothing, or cigarettes. We can sell them to get more access to this stuff. Radaway would be what I'd really want here. Now, a pack of cigarettes costs 10 chips. And when you return one, it nets you 5. So we can't, like, game it, that I can see. We can get rifle rounds and magnum rounds. There's probably other recipes that I just haven't found yet. As far as weapons go, I've got a 9mm pistol. Rifle is using the 308 rounds. I haven't been using it much because I didn't have many rounds, but now I know I can get more. Caravan shotgun uses shells that I don't think I can buy at the moment. So what is the police pistol is using magnum rounds. Okay. This does 40 damage per shot. The rifle, the shotgun is doing 7 times 7, 47 damage per second. Okay. And then the actual automatic rifle is 52. So the rifle is actually doing our best damage. We were using that out. Yeah, whatever. We were using the, well, we really need to freaking heal up some too. My medical score is a bit crap, so my survival score is pretty good, and my medical score is a bit crap, which is why the normal balance of how good stim packs are at healing you compared to food is a little out of whack. They're actually fairly equal. Still, I think buying a couple of stim packs would be a good idea. I can afford 25. Is that what you're telling me? How much is each one? They're 25 each. 25 times 25. Can't do math in my head. That's not my thing. So 60, I could get 200 rounds of this. Well, let's get 3 rounds of rifle ammo, and we'll get a couple of stim packs.
A dog because gets hungry, can't stop it. Always need more.
There's more, looked like there was war chips here.
Back to the base.
Oh, do you? I'm sorry. Religious man, were you, dog? Well, I mean, they are expensive, but we can now at least get our hands on some stim packs, and I already have 20-something, so... Be nice to get up there, I think. Or possibly purely decorative to get up there. Still using the shotgun, and we did spend a bunch of money to be able to use our rifle instead, so let's actually follow up on that, JG, rather than just throwing away currency. What's going on over here? Gate control terminal A. Power levels are minimum. The ventilation system has fans online. Some fans are offline. What if I reset? What would that do? Presumably it's something I'm supposed to do. Apparently I wouldn't be there other way. Solita switching station. Oh, okay, it's a puzzle probably. It was on one of those Mass Effect 2 style worthless
Why
puzzles.
are we here? Dog not want to be here. Place too much like a cage for dog.
Oh, never mind. This is
If
the end of
dog
it.
was fed like last time, dog would listen. If the feeding was quiet.
Let's switch over. And then I say I was going to do that. Let's get our friend God back.
Dog, back in the cage.
Back in the cave.
So here we are. A row of switches all lined up.
I'll use
How
Resrov to
familiar.
bypass this puzzle.
These switches won't move themselves, after all. There must be some trick to it. Now that I'm here, what do you expect me to do?
Figure it out, you're all smart. You stay and operate the switches for the Gala event. Do you know how to operate the switches?
I do. The diagram there tells me what I need to know.
If that diagram over there holds the details, I can walk dog through the instructions.
You think you can figure out what to... Of course you can.
Now I have to kill you.
I'll stand at my post. Once you trigger the event, well, we'll see who makes it to the Sierra Madre.
He just isn't gonna be our friend. We have lost God in my footsteps before.
Hurry, we're targets out here.
But we got some experience out of it. So I get to level up, bitches. Yeah. Now, what was I working on last time? I was tempted by the fruit of another. I was tempted to... I guess I worked on lockpick a bit. No, I didn't, because I left it at 80. And I saw some stuff where if I'd had 100 lockpick, I could have opened it, but I figured, screw it. For the real game outside, that's good enough. I guess I should have put a little thought into this. Melee and unarmed, I clearly have not been working on. Medicine could be better. Actually, medicine could be pretty key for specific skill checks. And it certainly impacts stuff. What am I saying? Yeah, I think medicine was what I put everything into last time. Whether or not that was wise. And we'll get that up to 65 just in case stuff pops at 65 that couldn't pop. You know what? Let's get survival up to 75. Because that's where it seemed like the recipes stopped happening as a thing. Do we get a perk this time? Oh, yeah, I get a perk. Okay, I'm not terribly familiar with the perks in this game. In Shining Armor, beams of light reflect a mirror-like finish. Reflective eyewear gives you +2 damage threshold against energy weapons. Not as big a deal in this game as it would have been in 3. Sorry for always going back to 3. I had a lot more experience with it. What do we got that's new? What's the new hotness here? These are things we can't get for whatever reason. Oh, here's an interesting one. We're not strong enough for it. Heavyweight. Weapons heavier than 10 pounds now weigh half as much. This was a perk, and I remember seeing the name of this. This perk was added for this DLC, but I can't get it because I don't meet the strength requirement. Gaseous scavenger, you gain the option to eat a superhuman or feral corpse. Yeah, it's not really all that useful. Plasma spaz. Not doing that playstyle. This would be an interesting one, cowboy, but I would need to put a lot of points into melee. Hand loader, level 70 repair. Use guns, you are more likely to recover cases and hulls. Yeah. Part of your personality inspires diehard loyalty from your followers. When you drop below 50% health, companions temporarily gain much greater resistance to damage. Living anatomy. I'm looking at these ones out of on Hobbler's, another one that was added for this DLC, which I can't get either because I don't have enough persuasion. Oh no, perception. Unstoppable force. Jury rigging's an interesting one too. It you don't need exactly the same item to repair an item. You can repair with 2 items that are kind of similar. And then there's like specific list of what you can use to repair things if you have the perk. Paralyzing palm, ninja, laser commanders going on some kind of laser mission. Nuka chemist. Thought you died. Bar level 50. Your story path has fallen from memory, causing everyone to think you died. Your karma's reset. You inflict plus 10% damage. For 100 hit points of karma, you gain 10 health. I guess that's just some crazy ass shit you can do at the highest level possible with DLC. Whenever you finish a fight with less than 25% health, your luck increases by +4 for 3 minutes. How much you reset to 0, you regenerate AP faster. Those ones are just kind of goofy. Alright, so what ones can we actually get? Rad absorption. That would be useful here, and probably nowhere else in the game. And this is the earliest in the game we could get it, too. Tunnel Runner. The Warrens of the Divide have taught you to keep your head down. Your movement speed is greatly increased while sneaking in light armor. Could be interesting. Although, generally, when I'm sneaking around, I'm also on the lookout for traps. Lesson learned. Wasteland has taught you some hard lessons, but you remember them all. You gain +1 to experience earned per level gained. For example, +25 experience at level 25. Wait, what? Oh. Remember reading somewhere that the perks that help you level up faster are generally a waste because there's more than enough experience in the game for you to level. But at the same time, I'm LPing, and leveling up kind of quickly is like I might not have an optimally built character. It might be a wasted perk, but at the same time, yeah, getting to level up faster. I don't know that I'm going to be playing enough of this game to reach the level cap anyway. So, yeah. Just read books, you tear into them. Damaged books you pick up become blank magazines, which you can use to copy your existing skill magazines at a workbench. Ah, that's a really interesting one. That is interesting. If that works the way I think it does, I can have like an unlimited supply. All I got to do is have one of each kind of magazine, and I can have an unlimited supply. Now, when they say damaged books, I guess, does that mean any of those? Like, there's a million of those, like burned books, whatever, to be found. Spray and pray. Attacks do much less damage to companions, allowing you to liberate. Meh. Keeping my companions alive. Who gives a shit? Radiated belly. Anytime you sleep, you remove all of your rads, in addition to regaining all of your health. In hardcore mode, you still don't regain health, but you lose 100 rads. Yeah, that's right. I said something in the last video I think that was inaccurate because it's been so long since I played outside of this DLC. You don't actually get health back for sleeping in hardcore. Them's good eatins. Any living creature you kill has a 50% chance to have potent healing items, thin red paste, or blood sausage when looted. Solar power, gain additional 2-point strength, and on the shoes. Come to understand Night Stalkers. Consuming Night Stalker squeezins now grants bonuses to perception, poison resistance, and stealth, in addition to the normal benefits. I don't recall having ever found Night Stalker squeezins. Eye for eye. For each crippled limb you have, you do an additional 10% damage. That would serve you if you're willing to wander around crippled, which I'm not. Explore every location in the world is revealed on your map. Not bad. Atomic. 25% faster and stronger whenever you're basking in the warm glow of radiation. Outside irradiated areas, your action points regenerate faster and faster the higher level of radiation sickness becomes. +1 perception and agility attributes on outside. That's the worthless one. Weapon handling. Weapon strength requirements are now 2 points lower than normal for you. Tag, better criticals. That's always a good one. Purifier. Light step. That would give me basically the perk that God gives me at all times. Center of mass. You don't fool around with fancy trick shots. Straight to the midsection and down they go. And bats, you do an additional 15% damage with attacks targeting the torso. Could be a good one. I usually like to shoot the head, but adamantium skeleton, silent running, long haul. You have learned how to pack mountains of gear for long haul. Being overencumbered no longer prevents you from using fast travel. Oh, it's tempting. That's tempting. You should be able to avoid that being an issue, but that's a tempting one. 30 extra hit points, 20% health bonus when using stim packs. Not bad. Alertness, you've learned to keep your senses alert to any danger. Or not crouched. Sorry, when crouched and not moving, gain +2 to perception. Night person, nerd rage, mysterious stranger, Mr. Sandman, misfortune, math wrath. You're now able to optimize your Pip-Boy's VAT slotting, reducing all AP costs by 10%. I like that. Here now, finesse, better chance of criticals, fight the power. +2 damage threshold, +5% criticals against anyone wearing the... Nah. Shotgun technique has a chance to hit an enemy back. Limb stick, 50% less damage. Apparently Terrifying Presence is just very few places in the game where it does anything. Strong back. That's a tempting one. Perks, you know, perks in this game. You don't get a perk every single level, so you just feel like you need to be a lot more careful with them. Strong back, again, it's one where it's like, oh, it's so handy, it's so convenient. Do you really need it, though? Sneering Imperialists. Scrounger. Rad Resistance Quick Draw. Pack Rat. That one could make a big difference to me, actually. Got a lot of stuff that has a very small... And I never get that in my normal playthroughs of the Fallout games, because I don't usually put as many points into barter. When you interact with the campfire, you have the option of sleeping. Oh, but... I so rarely get to actually find campfires. Grunt. Just good, honest infantry work. You do 25% more damage with 9mm and 45mm pistols, SMGs, service rifles, assault and marksman carbines, light machine guns, frag grenades, grenade rifles, launchers, and combat knives. I do use those a lot. I kind of wish I could back out and check whether my current pistols count for that. Vigilant Recycler, energy weapons, I don't use them. Toughness, +3 to overall damage. threshold, not bad. Professional. Shotgun surgeon. Lead belly, gunslinger, fortune finder, bloody mess, travel light. Rad child. Entomologist, cannibal, swift learner. Should have taken that a long time ago. Lady killer, intense training. I'm tempted to just do intense training. Fiend, friend of the night. Old world gourmet. Light touch. Fascinating captain. Junk rounds and shining armor. Yeah, sorry, this isn't the most interesting video ever. And I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do. I'm tempted to just take pack rat. I would make it so I would be so much less worried about, you know, carrying around lots of water and ammo as well. Doesn't that can't be the best one I've got available to me, can it? Tunnel runner, lessons learned. This one, like, you know, oh, it's tempting to do, especially because I don't know that I'm going to get all the way through. But if I was going to get the experience boost ones, I should have gotten educated or whatever it's called like a million levels ago. I'm not going to do that one. Voracious reader, you don't just read books. Yeah, this seems like it's the most interesting. If it doesn't work the way I think it does, I'll be a little pissed, but I gotta pick something. Oh, you know what? I think I'm down to Voracious Reader or Pack Rat. Damaged books you pick up become blank magazines you can use to copy existing magazines at a workbench. But am I really gonna do that? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Pack Rat, maybe next time. I'm sure that these are not. This one seems really valuable. Pack Rat's tempting because I'm having issues with running out of, you know, not being able to carry enough gear. But part of that's just because I can't get in and out. I'm in these DLCs, so that's making me think about that. Silent running's a good one too, but I'm not usually running around and trying to sneak at the same time. Yeah, commit and move on, JG. And a quick glance diagram seems to have something to do with the switches immediately to the right of it. Intelligence 7. Diagram shows the order in which switches must be toggled. Okay. There's an intelligence boost there. Oh, I could have gotten 25 or 27% more if I had taken a different perk. Holy shit, folks. Holy shit. I'm already second guessing my perk choice. But hey, you know, it's going to be pretty handy for me when I get back to... when I get done with this DLC and can get back to my, like, workbenches and whatnot. Or just get access to magazines again. Could be pretty good. I don't know if ruined books are as common. The thing is, I wouldn't have been picking them up and hoarding them. I don't know if they're as common in this game as they are in Fallout 3. In Fallout 3, they're freaking everywhere. It's like you don't even have to go to libraries. Like, you go to the library in one quest to try to find non-ruined books. But, like, ruined books? The valve is in need of repair. Repair 25 or higher. Change the flow of gas through the pipe. So what did that do? And did it do something that was desirable? Oh, there must be a speaker around here. I haven't seen one of those for a while. Well, let's play with the speaker, but let's do that next time. In case I suddenly get this, like, desperate desire to not have this perk, I'll save in a different slot. But I think I'm pretty much committed now. When we come back, folks, to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas Dead Money, we're going to try to figure out what's making our collar beep. Yeah, basically, it kind of seemed like there was two different ways to get where we are, or I'm a little lost. But either way, we'll explore around here a little, but our long-term goal is to get back to the fountain, grab one of our other companions, and get them into position to move the plot forward in this DLC. Regardless, I'm the Mysterious JG, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll join me next time as we continue to delve into the mysteries of this DLC. Bye-bye.